Now, that said, I think we have a customer. Let me see. What's your background, Tyrone?
Protestant. Is this just for Muslims? Is it? Or
Well, I don't know. You came up here and you rained on my parade. What's going on?
So the question doesn't have to be about Islam then, right? Yeah. Okay. So, okay. Sorry. You believe speaking in tongues is an angelic language, right?
I believe I can fly. I believe I can. 1 Corinthians 13:1.
Yeah.
Paul says, if I speak the language of men and angels. And that's following the list of gifts he just gave in 1 Corinthians 12. What about it?
Yeah. So I'm originally from like a Anglican church, but I've been going to Pentecostal church for a while.
Why?
So they.
Why would you go from Anglican, which is closer to the fullness of the truth, to Pentecostal?
Oh, it's just my location, but I'm considering joining a Catholic church because there's a Catholic church nearby. So.
All right. So okay. So what about it though?
I guess I'm wondering, like, is your view of like it being an angelic tongue, is that compatible with Catholicism? Because I've not seen like church fathers who have the view that it's an angelic tongue.
Do you know the largest charismatic movement in the world is a Catholic one?
Really?
The largest charismatic group of Christians in the world that speak in tongues are Catholics. It's called the Catholic Charismatic Movement.
Wow.
Yeah, let me show it to you. Now, you do have those Catholics like in Protestantism, right? In Protestantism, you have Protestants say, no, tongues have ceased, correct?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You have that in Catholics too. There are some Catholics like Kenyon Hall who condemn this as being alien to Catholicism. But guess what? There are Catholics who speak in tongues, and the largest charismatic movement are not Protestants. They're Catholics, called the Catholic Charismatic Movement. Here, let me show you. Here. I believe I can fly. I can believe I can touch the sky. But I lead him in a wide away. So I can hear myself through your computer. Charismatic Movement. Here, even Matt Fradd interviewed. Okay, here it is. I'm going to give you the link. Matt Fradd. He interviewed a priest who's part of the Catholic Charismatic Movement. This priest right here, who shows you why the Charismatic Movement is not alien to Catholicism. It's not contrary to Catholic teaching. So there you go. It's right here. So you put in Catholic, go to Matt Fradd, put in Charismatic Movement. I'll give you the link. It's right there. So the largest, I don't know if you Catholics even knew this, the largest charismatic movement, meaning those who believe that they can speak in spiritual language or in languages by the power and influence of the Holy Spirit. The largest movement is the Catholic movement. It's even larger than the Protestant movement. I didn't know that. I discovered that in the 90s. And I thought, wow, because I was anti-charismatic, but the Lord softened my heart. See? So there you go. Now, let me also show you where you can find Catholic Charismatic Movement online. You just search it, Catholic. In fact, one of the pioneers of the movement in the 90s was Father Richard Simon. I actually met him. Catholic Charismatic Movement. Father Richard Simon, he's part of Relevant Radio. He has a daily show Monday through Friday. The Catholic Charismatic Movement, see, I told you. This is a seat of a contest. So this guy's an extreme. He also tells you there are no popes. Just like in Protestantism, there are those who say, yeah, it's of God. Others say it's not of God. Yeah, it is what it is. Here it is. The tension between charismatics and traditionalists. So he's addressing it, right? Oh, this guy again. There goes Michelle Laftonia. And here again you have a Catholic on 700 Club talking about the Catholic Charismatic Movement that sprung up in 1967. So there you go. Did I help you, brother?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So get to your Catholic church. Now, he is anti-charismatic. That's Kennedy Hall. Like Protestantism, Catholics, there are Protestants who are anti-charismatic and say these tongues are not of God. You have the same phenomenon in Catholicism. He's one of the critics of the charismatic movement. Well, to each his own, whatever floats their boat. I'm not anti-Catholic charismatic. That's not my cup of tea. I'm not. I let it be. I don't doubt it's of God. I trust God. But that doesn't mean there won't be people who are deceived thinking they are speaking by the Spirit. But that's true of anything. So I don't know if that answered your question.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, I actually had another question. Is that okay?
Go ahead. Yes, sir. I mean, I want to give you attention so you can feel happy.
Yeah. Basically, I was speaking to Hamza's Den.
There you go.
Earlier.
Why? Why would you talk to Hamza's Den?
Because I wanted to bring up that Aisha was prepubescent.
So why would you go there when you're not ready for it?
Yeah.
You just thought about it?
Well, I don't know when I'll be ready. Like, when would I be ready?
When you know their objections and can refute them, because I'm sure they schooled you, right?
Well, they basically said it was before Muhammad consummated the.
Yeah, so they
marriage.
schooled you to let them get away with it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would you go there when you don't know their objections and not prepared to respond to them, and then give them more clickbait?
Yeah.
You're just saying, yeah, and you're not answering the question. Why are you going there, dude?
I don't know. I guess like I want to do apologetics, but maybe I'm not ready.
Why don't you apologize to me for going there and assuming? Because you know what happens when you assume, right?
Yeah.
What happens when you assume?
You might make a mistake.
No, you make an ass out of you and you. Anyway, you see this website right here, guys? Here it is, Catholic Charismatic Conference, July 25th. Come Holy Spirit with Fire. 25th anniversary, July 25th, 26th. John Carroll Catholic High School, Birmingham, Alabama. These are Catholics who believe in the gift of speaking in languages and tongues. You see that, guys? Right there? How many of you Catholics are shocked about this? That this is actually a movement in Catholicism, and the largest charismatic group in the world are Catholics. How many guys are shocked about this? That this is part of the Catholic Church, and it's accepted in the Catholic Church. It's not condemned. I know there are people who condemn it on an individual basis. There it goes. Yeah, you didn't know that, Morris? Yeah, all right. So now, brother, so you're not qualified to go into Hamza's Den. Maybe you want to go in Hamza's kitchen so they can cook you up. You don't go into a Muslim live stream not knowing their responses to your objection and being prepared. Because I just said you need to be prepared to do the work of an apologist, but a prerequisite for being an apologist and a polemicist is to think as a chess player, spiritual chess, because engaging critics entails being a master chess player, in that you have to be 3 to 4, 5 moves ahead of your interlocutor. So you already have to know what possible objection they'll raise and be prepared for it. You just went in there thinking, oh, well, she was prepubescent.
Yeah.
So go learn your faith, go study your faith, and don't give them clickbait material anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, Tyrone?
Yeah. Thanks.
Go eat his own.
See ya.
All right, buddy.